Have you ever asked yourself why, even though you're eating healthy, staying active, and doing all the right things, your legs still feel weaker? Why do stairs feel steeper than they used to? Why does getting out of a chair take just a bit more effort these days? Is it just aging? Or is something else quietly working against you? Here's what might surprise you. It's not always about what you're not doing. Sometimes it's about something you are doing. Something you believe is healthy, natural, and good for you. Because you've been told that your whole life, that something is fruit. Most fruits are wonderful. They're full of nutrients, fiber, and hydration. But not all fruits are right for older adults. In fact, some of the most commonly eaten fruits, the ones we pick up every week without a second thought, could actually be gradually weakening your legs, triggering knee pain, worsening joint inflammation, and making walking or standing more difficult over time. You see, as we age, our circulation slows, our muscles lose strength, and our metabolism becomes more sensitive. And certain fruits, though sweet and delicious, are high in sugar, acids, or compounds that can spike blood sugar, cause bloating, and silently erode your mobility. And the worst part? The damage happens slowly, silently, and without warning, until one day you notice a sharp twinge in your calves, a strange tightness in your thighs, or a heaviness in your knees after the simplest walk. In today's video, we're uncovering the 9 fruits that seniors over 60 should avoid or eat with caution, especially if you want to protect your leg strength, balance, and independence. Despite how innocent they may seem, none of these fruits are harmless. And once you learn the truth, you may never look at your fruit bowl the same way again. So stick with me until the end, especially if you care about staying strong, steady, and pain-free well into your golden years, because your body could be waiting for this quiet wake-up call. But before we begin, take a moment to click the subscribe button and turn on notifications if your health matters to you. This is where we talk about the things no one else will. And if you're still with me right now, type 1 in the comments so I know you're ready to take charge of your health. Let's start with a fruit you probably eat often, maybe even daily. It's soft, easy to chew, and full of potassium. We're talking about overripe bananas. They may seem harmless, but once bananas turn brown and spotty, their starch becomes fast sugar, the kind that spikes blood sugar in minutes. And for older adults, that sugar rush can quietly damage circulation, especially in the legs, knees, and feet. You might not feel it right away, just a little heaviness in the thighs, a bit more effort to climb stairs, a strange tightness in your calves after a short walk. It gets worse with time. Overripe bananas are also low in fiber and high in potassium, which can worsen constipation and strain the kidneys if you have underlying issues. And the most dangerous part? There are no immediate signs, no sharp pain, just slow, silent weakness that steals your strength, one soft bite at a time. So next time you see that browning banana on your counter, remember, it may look sweet, but for your legs, it could be doing quiet harm. If overripe bananas are a quiet threat, then this next fruit is even more deceptive because it wears the mask of a tropical superfood while slowly working against your body. Mangoes, golden, juicy, tropical, they taste like sunshine and feel like a treat. But for seniors, this sweet delight may quietly do more harm than good. Mangoes are extremely high in natural sugar, and as we age, our bodies struggle to process sugar the way they used to. A single mango can cause a sharp spike in blood sugar, followed by a crash that leaves you feeling tired, heavy, even dizzy. For older adults with prediabetes or diabetes, this can silently strain your metabolism, and over time, weaken muscles, slow circulation, and increase fat storage around the belly and joints. And there's more. Mangoes are high in fructose, a type of sugar that's hard on the liver and blood vessels, especially when eaten in excess. You might think it's a healthy choice, but for your legs, balance, and energy, mangoes could be quietly working against you. They may be sweet on the tongue, but not always kind to the body. If mangoes are a sweet disguise, then this next fruit is even sneakier, because it's tiny, addictive, and dangerously easy to overeat. Let's talk about grapes, especially red grapes. They're bite-sized, refreshing, and often seen as a light snack. But for seniors, that handful of grapes may be doing more harm than good, especially to your legs, joints, and energy. Here's why. Grapes are high in natural sugars, and their small size makes it easy to eat 2, 3, even 4 handfuls without realizing it. Each bite may seem light, but the cumulative sugar load is heavy, particularly for older adults whose insulin response has slowed down. That sudden sugar spike? It can silently damage the tiny blood vessels in your legs and feet, leading to reduced circulation, swelling, and even neuropathy over time. And while grapes contain antioxidants, they're also low in fiber, which means that sugar enters your bloodstream quickly and powerfully. For those with prediabetes or joint inflammation, that can feel like pouring fuel on a quiet fire, especially in the knees, hips, or ankles. Some seniors report that after eating grapes, they feel tired, puffy, or even achy in their lower body. Symptoms we often dismiss as just getting older, when in fact, it could be what's on the plate. The danger lies not just in the sugar, but in how easy it is to lose control. One grape leads to another, then another, and just like that, a quiet overload that your legs will feel long before your taste buds catch on. If grapes are easy to overeat, then this next fruit is their concentrated cousin, smaller, sweeter, and far more dangerous. Let's talk about dried fruits, like raisins, dates, and dried apricots. They may look harmless. You might sprinkle them on oatmeal, toss them into a salad, or snack on them in the afternoon. But for seniors, these tiny fruits pack a punch that's easy to underestimate. When fruit is dried, its water is removed. But the sugar remains. In fact, the sugar becomes more concentrated. Just a small handful of raisins can contain the same sugar as a whole cup of grapes, and that sugar enters your bloodstream fast. And here's the problem. As we age, our pancreas weakens, our insulin response slows, and our muscles absorb sugar less efficiently. That means even a few dried fruits can cause sharp blood sugar spikes, and those spikes can damage the tiny capillaries in your legs, feet, and brain. But it doesn't stop there. Many store-bought dried fruits are coated in added sugar or preserved with sulfur dioxide, a chemical that may irritate your gut, joints, and lungs, especially for seniors with sensitivities. And since they're chewy and sweet, they tend to stick to teeth, increasing the risk of cavities or gum issues, another common struggle in older age. You won't feel the harm right away, but over time, that daily handful of dried fruit can lead to slower walking, tighter knees, and sudden fatigue in your thighs after simple activities. They may look small, but the impact they leave on your body can be anything but. Sometimes it's not the fruit itself, but what it's swimming in. Canned peaches, canned pineapples. They sit quietly in kitchen cabinets, often labeled 100% fruit, sealed in sweetness. They may look like a safe, convenient option, especially when fresh fruit isn't around. But hidden inside those cans is a quiet threat. Thick syrup. That syrup is loaded with refined sugars, and when combined with fruit that's already sweet by nature, it becomes a double blow to your blood sugar and circulation. Each spoonful delivers a rush of glucose that older blood vessels simply can't process the way they used to. This can lead to sugar spikes, insulin resistance, and ultimately, weakened muscle recovery, especially in your legs and lower body. You might notice more morning fatigue, heaviness in the calves, or swelling around the ankles without understanding why. And because canned fruits are stripped of their natural fiber, there's nothing to slow the sugar down once it enters your system. To make things worse, many canned fruits are preserved with chemicals or acids that may further irritate sensitive stomachs or joints, quietly fueling inflammation. Yes, the label might say fruit, but what your body absorbs is far closer to liquid candy. If strength, balance, and mobility matter to you, this is one fruit aisle to pass by carefully. It's known for hydration. It's light, refreshing, and often praised on hot days. But here's the twist. This summer favorite may be quietly working against your legs. Let's talk about watermelon. It's 90% water. It feels harmless. And yet, for seniors, it can be one of the most deceptive fruits on the plate. Why? Because watermelon has a very high glycemic index, meaning it causes your blood sugar to rise rapidly after eating. And without much fiber to slow things down, that sugar rush hits hard, then crashes. That sudden spike can overwhelm older blood vessels, reducing circulation to your legs and feet, and triggering feelings of heaviness, fatigue, or even tingling after walking short distances. What's worse, watermelon is so light and easy to eat that we rarely stop at one slice. It's cooling, juicy, addictive. But that second or third helping? It may be silently stressing your pancreas and joints. Some seniors notice that after a watermelon-filled afternoon, they feel sluggish, their knees ache, or their feet swell slightly. But few ever connect it to the fruit. It's easy to miss, because there's no sharp pain, no immediate warning, just a quiet shift. From light steps to slow shuffles, from a strong stride to a cautious one. Watermelon may be refreshing to the tongue, but if you're over 60, it might be slowly draining your strength from the ground up. Not all dangers show up in bold colors. Some come soft, sweet, and wrapped in gentleness. Let's talk about ripe pears, especially the soft, juicy ones. They're often recommended as an easy-to-chew fruit for seniors. And yes, they're gentle on the teeth, simple to slice, and feel nourishing. But here's the part most people miss. When pears ripen too much, they become loaded with fructose, a natural sugar that can be difficult for aging bodies to process. This excess fructose can disrupt digestion, causing bloating, gas, and for some, intestinal cramping, especially those with sensitive stomachs or IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. What's more, the soft texture of ripe pears means they pass through the digestive system quickly, spiking blood sugar and offering very little in terms of lasting energy. That means more afternoon crashes more weakness in the legs, and less stamina for the things you love, even simple walks or chores. And the most surprising part? Because they seem so gentle and clean, we rarely suspect them. We don't link that tightness in the belly or that low energy by midday to the pear we had at breakfast. But the body knows. It feels it, slowly, softly, in the knees, in the digestion, in the muscles. A pear may not scream danger, but if you're over 60 and struggling with circulation, fatigue, or bloating, it may be time to rethink this quiet fruit. It's often seen as a superfruit, packed with fiber, vitamin C, and natural goodness. But what if we told you, not all guava is good for you? Let's talk about unripe or hard guava, especially the green, firm kind that many people eat raw. Yes, guava has impressive nutrients. Yes, it's hailed in many cultures as a digestive aid. But when it's too hard or unripe, it can become a quiet burden for older digestive systems. You see, unripe guava is dense, fibrous, and tough to break down. For someone with a slower metabolism, weaker stomach acid, or sensitive intestines, this can lead to bloating, cramping, and even constipation. And it's not just the gut that feels it. When digestion is strained, your whole body pays the price. Energy drops, muscles tighten, and your legs may feel sluggish or tense, even if you haven't been active. Some seniors even report a dull ache in the lower abdomen or a sense of heaviness after eating just one hard guava. And because it's a fruit, we rarely suspect it as the cause, but if it's difficult to chew, it's probably even harder to digest. And here's the subtle danger. That tension builds slowly. That discomfort becomes routine. And before long, you're moving less, breathing shallower, and carrying silent tension in your hips and legs. Guava isn't the villain, but when eaten hard, raw, or underripe, it may not be the health boost you thought it was. Sometimes, even a superfruit needs the right timing. It's called the king of fruits in some parts of the world, and avoided like the plague in others. But when it comes to seniors, this fruit deserves a second look. We're talking about durian. Yes, the spiky, pungent, famously polarizing fruit. To some, it's a delicacy. To others, an overwhelming scent in the room. But no matter which side you're on, what's inside matters even more than what it smells like. Durian is extremely rich in flavor, in fat, in calories. It's dense, creamy, and full of natural sugars and saturated plant fats. And while that may sound satisfying, for seniors, it can be a heavy load on the digestive and circulatory systems. One portion of durian can contain more calories than a full meal, without the protein or fiber to balance it out. That richness can slow digestion, cause bloating, and leave you feeling sluggish for hours. For those with weakened kidney or liver function, durian's high potassium and sulfur compounds may also cause additional stress. And if you're on blood pressure meds or diuretics, this fruit can interfere silently, without obvious symptoms, until something goes wrong. What's more, durian's high-fat plus high-sugar combo can lead to sharp blood sugar swings, increase inflammation in joints, and drain energy from the legs, especially if you're already dealing with stiffness or swelling. Some seniors say they feel heavy and unusually tired after eating it, even when the portion was small, and that's the hidden danger. Durian doesn't hurt immediately. It seduces with richness, then lingers with digestive discomfort, leg fatigue, or even mild nausea. So while it may be a nostalgic treat or cultural favorite, For aging bodies that crave balance and lightness, durian may simply be too much. Let's shift from what drains your strength to what gently builds it back. If there's one fruit that deserves a steady place on a senior's plate, it's the simple, humble apple. Especially the crisp, tart green ones. They don't scream for attention. They don't rush your blood sugar. But what they do is quietly powerful. Green apples are packed with fiber, especially pectin, which supports healthy digestion and stable blood sugar levels. Two pillars of strength in your golden years. Each bite supports your heart, your gut, and even your brain. They help reduce cholesterol. They keep things moving gently through the digestive tract. And they do it all without triggering sugar spikes or heaviness in the legs. Unlike softer fruits, green apples have just the right firmness. Still easy to chew for most, but enough to engage your bite and support oral strength too. Let's not forget, apples travel well. They're simple to pack, easy to wash, and require no preparation. That means no excuses. Just nourishment, wherever your day takes you. Some seniors say a morning apple helps them feel lighter, cleaner, and more stable on their feet throughout the day. And that's the magic of it. No fanfare, no fuss, just quiet support, day after day. If you're rebuilding your plate, start with an apple. It might just bring back more than nutrition. It might bring back your rhythm. If apples ground you, then blueberries lift you. Not with sugar, but with clarity, with calm, with quiet strength. Blueberries are small, yes, but don't let their size fool you. These tiny gems are among the most powerful fruits for aging minds and bodies. Packed with antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, blueberries help protect the brain from age-related decline. They support memory. They sharpen focus. And they gently guard the delicate network of blood vessels that keep your legs moving, your heart beating steadily, and your mind feeling clear. Studies have shown that seniors who eat blueberries regularly experience better cognitive performance and even slower mental aging. But their benefits don't stop at the brain. Blueberries also help reduce inflammation, ease pressure on joints, and support muscle recovery after movement, even something as simple as a walk around the block. And because they're naturally low in sugar, they won't send your blood sugar soaring. Instead, they deliver steady energy and a subtle feeling of being awake again. Some describe the effect as quiet, but unmistakable. Like your thoughts come a little easier, like your steps feel a little lighter. You can eat them fresh, toss them into yogurt, blend them into smoothies, or enjoy them by the handful. No peeling, no slices, just nature's brain food, ready when you are. In a world full of noise and rush, blueberries bring calm clarity. They don't demand attention. They just help you keep yours. Some fruits carry wisdom, others carry joy. This one carries both. Strawberries are more than just a bright splash of red on your plate. They're a reminder that healthy can also be beautiful. That nourishment can bring not only strength, but a smile. These sweet, slightly tangy berries are rich in vitamin C, antioxidants, and natural anti-inflammatory compounds that help protect your joints, skin, and circulation. For seniors, that means fewer aches after movement, better immune defense, and gentler support for the tissues that keep your knees bending, your ankles stable, and your balance strong. But there's something else, something deeper. Strawberries are light, easy to digest, and low in sugar, making them perfect for sensitive stomachs and aging metabolisms. They don't weigh you down. They lift you. And perhaps most importantly, they spark something emotional. A bowl of strawberries can feel like summer, like childhood, like something sweet that doesn't come with guilt or consequences. Many older adults find that adding strawberries to their morning routine, whether on oatmeal, yogurt, or just on their own, helps them feel renewed, both physically and emotionally. Because the truth is, food isn't just fuel, it's connection too. And a ripe strawberry, soft and red, might be just the kind of gentle joy your body has been craving. It's not the most popular fruit in the bowl, but sometimes the quietest ones do the most for you. Let's talk about kiwi. Fuzzy on the outside, bright green on the inside. It doesn't look like much, but don't let appearances fool you, because inside this small fruit is a treasure chest of support for the aging body. Kiwi is rich in vitamin C, even more than an orange. It's packed with natural enzymes, like actinidin, which help break down protein and support smoother digestion, something many seniors struggle with, especially after heavy meals. And its fiber? Not just for keeping you regular. Kiwi's fiber helps stabilize blood sugar, ease bloating, and even improve sleep quality by supporting healthy gut bacteria, where much of your serotonin is made. But here's the surprise most people don't know. Kiwi has a gentle laxative effect without harshness. For those who face occasional constipation, it can be a true blessing. All natural. No pills. Just a soft push in the right direction. Seniors who eat kiwi regularly often report feeling lighter, less bloated, and more energetic in the morning, all because digestion moves more easily. And it's easy to enjoy. Cut it in half and scoop it with a spoon. Add it to smoothies, or just peel and eat, seeds and all. So the next time you see kiwi at the store, don't pass it by. It might not shout like other fruits, but it quietly knows exactly what your body needs. Next, let's talk about a fruit that may not be on your daily list, but absolutely should be. Pomegranate. With its jewel-like seeds and deep red color, pomegranate isn't just beautiful. It's one of the most powerful fruits you can eat for your heart, your brain, and your legs. Pomegranate is packed with antioxidants, especially polyphenols, which help reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and protect your blood vessels as you age. That means better blood flow to your muscles, joints, and even your memory center. Many seniors who enjoy pomegranate regularly say they feel less leg heaviness, more stable energy, and even sharper focus during the day. Pomegranate also supports healthy blood pressure and may help reduce the risk of artery stiffness, which is common in older adults. You can eat the seeds fresh, sprinkle them on salads, or drink a small glass of unsweetened pomegranate juice. Just watch the portion, since it's naturally sweet. This isn't just another fruit. It's a daily act of protection for your heart, your circulation, and your strength. And the best part? It works quietly, consistently, like a steady friend walking beside you. Next, let's talk about a fruit that brings brightness and calm, the kind of nourishment that feels like morning sunlight. We're talking about oranges and grapefruit. These citrus fruits are refreshing, hydrating, and packed with vitamin C, a key nutrient for immune support, skin repair, and blood vessel health in older adults. They don't just boost immunity. They help reduce inflammation, support heart health, and keep your joints and tissues strong and flexible. What's more, citrus fruits contain powerful flavonoids, natural compounds that help lower blood pressure, improve blood flow, and protect the brain and heart from age-related decline. Many seniors who enjoy citrus regularly notice fewer colds, better skin tone, and even improved energy levels throughout the day. You can enjoy them fresh, in slices, or even as a no-sugar added juice. Just be sure to choose lower sugar varieties and go easy on portion sizes to avoid blood sugar spikes. Important note: grapefruit may interact with certain medications, such as statins or blood pressure drugs. If you're taking prescriptions, it's a good idea to speak with your doctor before making grapefruit a daily habit. Oranges, especially small ones like clementines, are generally safer and easier to digest. Sometimes, what your body needs isn't more effort. It's a little help, wrapped in something simple, juicy, and sweet. Citrus can be that little help. Now, let's talk about a fruit that doesn't taste sweet, but offers something even better: strength, balance, and protection. That fruit is the avocado. Yes, it's a fruit, even if it looks and feels like something else. And for older adults, it's one of the most complete, nourishing foods you can add to your day. Avocados are rich in healthy fats, especially monounsaturated fats that help reduce inflammation, support brain function, and protect your joints. They're also a wonderful source of potassium for stable blood pressure, vitamin E to support your skin and nerves, and fiber to help digestion stay smooth and steady. For seniors, these benefits go far beyond nutrition. Eating avocado regularly may help ease stiffness in the knees and hips, improve memory and mental clarity, and keep energy levels stable without sugar crashes. Some even notice that their balance improves, their muscles feel more supported, and their appetite stays satisfied longer, just from half an avocado a day. You can spread it on whole grain toast, add it to eggs, blend it into a smoothie, or simply eat it with a spoon. It's gentle on digestion, kind to your heart, and deeply nourishing, not just for your body, but for your independence. So if you're looking for food that doesn't just fill you, but grounds you, strengthens you, and steadies you, start with avocado. Next, let's take a look at a fruit that often goes unnoticed, but can do wonders for how your body feels, especially from the inside out. We're talking about plums. Soft, juicy, slightly tart. Plums may be small, but they're packed with benefits that truly matter as we age. What makes plums special for seniors is their ability to support digestion in the most natural way. They're rich in soluble fiber, which gently relieves constipation, improves gut health, and helps keep your stomach light and comfortable. But that's just the beginning. Plums are also loaded with antioxidants, especially polyphenols, which help fight inflammation and protect your joints, bones, and blood vessels from age-related wear and tear. For seniors struggling with stiffness, fatigue, or gut discomfort, adding plums can bring easier digestion, less bloating, and a greater sense of mobility and lightness throughout the day. Some even report feeling less foggy or irritable after eating plums regularly, because when your gut feels better, everything else starts working better too. You can enjoy them fresh, or try stewing them lightly for a soft, warm addition to breakfast or dessert. Just be sure not to confuse them with prunes, which are dried and much higher in sugar. In their fresh form, plums are gentle, hydrating, and deeply restorative, especially for bodies that need support, not stress. Sometimes it's not about eating more. It's about choosing the right little things that help your body feel at peace again. And finally, let's talk about a fruit that doesn't just nourish your body. It helps you rest, repair, and recover. We're talking about tart cherries. These small, ruby-red fruits are known for their unique ability to support sleep, soothe joint pain, and calm inflammation. 3 things that often become harder with age. What makes tart cherries so special? They contain natural melatonin, the hormone your body uses to fall asleep. But unlike pills or sleep aids, tart cherries work gently, naturally, helping many seniors experience deeper, more restful sleep, without grogginess the next day. And there's more. Tart cherries are rich in anthocyanins, powerful compounds that help reduce joint inflammation, ease arthritis symptoms, and even improve muscle recovery after walking, gardening, or exercise. For older adults who wake up with stiff knees or go to bed with aching hips, this fruit can offer real, noticeable relief. You can drink a small glass of unsweetened tart cherry juice in the evening, or add frozen cherries to a smoothie. Even a handful of dried tart cherries, in moderation, can provide comfort. Many seniors describe tart cherries as their secret weapon for quiet evenings and smoother mornings. A little help for the joints, a little calm for the mind. So if your body is asking for rest, if your nights are broken, or your mornings feel heavy, try giving your system something it truly understands. Something simple, something soothing, something like tart cherries. As we get older, we begin to understand something very important. It's not about eating more. It's about eating smart. Every step you take, every walk around the block, every easy breath. They're all built on the quiet choices you make at the table. And fruit, something so simple, so familiar, can either be your quiet healer or a silent burden. Some fruits, though sweet and comforting, may slowly steal your energy, causing inflammation, stiffness, or that heavy feeling in your legs that you just can't explain. Others, though soft-spoken, quietly rebuild your strength, soothe your joints, and bring clarity back to your mind. This isn't about perfection, it's about awareness. Because once you know the difference between what drains you and what supports you, you gain something priceless: control over how you feel and how you age. So today, take one simple step. Maybe it's saying goodbye to dried fruit. Maybe it's adding half an avocado to your breakfast. Whatever it is, your body will notice, and your future self will thank you, quietly, but deeply. If this video made you pause, reflect, or even just feel understood, we'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share with us. What's one change you're ready to make starting today? And if you know someone, a parent, a friend, a neighbor, who needs this message, please share this video with them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss another calm, trustworthy tip from Senior Health Tips. Because your best days aren't behind you. They're still ahead. One wise choice at a time. We're here with you. Every step, every bite, every breath.